Weerawansa appears before the Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division for the second consecutive day. Grace period to transfer registration of vehicles to end tomorrow. Suresh Kalmari declines post of Indian Olympic Committee Life President. And on our top story this afternoon, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe paid his last respects to former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickremesinghe this morning. Meanwhile, crowds gathered in numbers to pay their last respects to former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickremesinghe at his residence in Horana. The remains of the late former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickremesinghe is currently placed at his residence located in close proximity to the Horana town. Our correspondents in the area note that large crowds continue to gather to pay their last respects. Late Ratnasiri Wickremesinghe was appointed as the Prime Minister for the first time in the year 2000. He served a second term in office as a Prime Minister from 2005 to 2010. The final rites of former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickremesinghe will be held on the 31st of December in Horana. And on to a story that made it to the headlines this afternoon. The police FCID began questioning parliamentarian Vimal Weerawansa once again this morning.
The parliamentarian is being questioned with regard to the alleged misuse of vehicles attached to the Presidential Secretariat as well as the State Engineering Corporation. Vimal Weerawansa was questioned for over 5 hours by the FCID yesterday and statements were also recorded from him. Although the MP was summoned before the FCID on previous occasions, he did not appear, prompting the FCID to seek legal assistance. Thereby, court issues an order calling on the parliamentarian to appear before the FCID yesterday and today.
And in news from courts this afternoon, the 4 Bulgarians who were arrested by the CID earlier this week for defrauding money by hacking ATMs have been remanded till the 11th of this month.
Investigations have revealed that the suspects installed surveillance equipment inside ATMs in order to fraudulently obtain information pertaining to numerous foreign nationals. The 4 suspects were nabbed by the CID in Mirisa earlier this week and were produced before the Mathura Magistrates Court, where they were remanded. The police state that the suspects are part of an international operation that has defrauded millions.
One person died while another sustained injuries in an accident that occurred in the Mahavas Khadu area in Wadhwa this morning. And the police say that the accident took place when a lorry plying from Colombo to Gaul collided with another lorry. The deceased has been identified as a resident of Gona Pinawala. We'll have the visuals of this story during the course of today. With that, on to yet another story that made it to the headlines. Now, the grace period granted to register vehicles that operated without registration and change of possession of the vehicles comes to an end tomorrow. A considerable income that the government was supposed to obtain through the registration of vehicles, including motorcycles imported to the country, were lost during the past few years as a result of a large number of vehicles being unregistered. Accordingly, the government decided to grant a grace period in order to register unregistered vehicles from October onwards for a period of 3 months. However, Commissioner General of Motor Traffic AHK Jagat Chandra Siddhi said that the granted grace period will not be further prolonged. You're watching Lunchtime News here on News First. Let's take a look as to what is yet to come up on the news. World's highest bridge opens in southwest China. And in news from the political arena, now UMP parliamentarian Harshana Rajakaruna attended an event in Daruniyagala yesterday. We have no need to centralize public the hands of one individual. They also said various things about the bill by individuals who did not even see the bill or not even. Well, a group of area residents of Bilinava Tharimal staged a demonstration last evening demanding that a proposed water supply scheme be halted. Now, the demonstration was held calling for an immediate halt to the Lower Malwata Oya multi-purpose water project. They allege that the construction of the proposed water supply scheme will submerge low-lying areas, which includes several villages. Our correspondent says that vehicular movement was halted for a period of 3 hours along the Anuradhapura-Thamtirimale main road due to the protest. Well, you are now up to date on the latest and trending stories, but would you like to know more? If so, log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. With that, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have yourself a great day ahead.